Hello all, this is Hindusri. So today I am here to talk about some certain topics which I'm very concerned and obsessed about. But I'm happy for the fact that today many people are coming up and speaking against some discrimination, untouchability, toxic masculinity, some toxic culture norms, etc. But we also need to concentrate on the fact that when we also need to concentrate more on women development, women empowerment, etc. Okay, and also about their education, etc. Because I heard a famous quote saying that if if a woman is educated in a family, then the whole family gets educated. So let's concentrate more on women empowerment, with women's education, etc. Okay, but as I said, many people are coming, many people, not all, I accept the fact that not all the people, many people are coming out and speaking up against the untouchability, caste discrimination, against the wrong things done to women, done to people, crimes, etc. But there are only people whom we can just count on fingers who talk about women's menstruation, etc. We need to talk about this, okay? And these days, women nowadays they're expecting freedom, equal responsibility as all other men and as all other people do. But and they deserve to, but it's just expecting and wanting the same freedom and equality as men do is just sufficient. You also need to concentrate on that, right? You also need to speak up on that topics, right? But in the name of culture, there are many toxic culture norms, there are many toxic masculinity, there are many things which are being accepted by women itself. On the other side, women are expecting to be independent, to have the equal responsibility, to have equal freedom. But on the other side, they are not accepting the fact that even they do deserve the same respect, same equality, and same freedom as all other men do. So we all need to understand that even women and girls all deserve everything they want to. Okay, it may be upon their personal choices, it may be upon their professional choices, it may be upon everything, it may be upon the way, it may be upon the dress they like. Okay, it may be upon the choices, like even the least thing, okay, choice to wear their own dress, choice to eat their own comfort food, etc. Even these small things matter too. Okay, so, we all must be aware of untouchability, caste discrimination, right? So, and we all must have read in history textbooks that there are many oppressed castes such as SCs, STs, minorities, tribal communities, BCs, they all are discriminated, and untouchability is being practiced in those days. And even now in some villages and in some places, untouchability is being practiced and is being supported, and caste discrimination is still there in many parts of India. Okay, many people speak about it that untouchability is being practiced, it has to be eradicated, and many people spoke against child marriages, sati system, and caste discrimination, untouchability, etc. And today, compared to the olden days and now, and it has reduced to some extent. Child marriages in sati system, though it has reduced to 90%, but caste discrimination and untouchability is still there. But what about women's menstruation and its myths associated with it? Nobody are talking about it. Of course, some people, just we can count on fingers who are talking about it. Okay. So why I'm talking about women, not like people not talking about menstruation, okay, and all the myths associated with it, because we all know that tribal people, minorities are, they are put aside. They are not allowed to enter into the temples. They're not even allowed to touch the upper caste people, accessories, food, water, etc. Okay, even they're not allowed to sit with upper caste people. In the same way, even the menstruation women is treated. Okay, my concern is only that in the name they're saying it's the culture. I don't. Many people believe that even today, menstruation girls and women are impure, okay, are impure, and they're not allowed to enter into the temples, not even allowed to enter into the puja rooms, kitchens. Even now, it's practiced into the in many households. What is this called? What is this called? Even this is called the untouchability. Those days, untouchability is practiced only with minorities, and low caste people. And now, yeah, even from the past also, even the women are kept aside when they are menstruating, okay? Are kept aside when they are menstruating from olden days. They're not even allowed to do any work. They're not even allowed to go out those days. But yeah, nowadays they are allowed to go out. But there are certain restrictions and norms those times to women. What is this called? We need to raise voice against this, okay? As many people are coming out, speaking against caste discrimination and all, we also need to come and speak about this menstruation norms, toxic norms, and associated myths associated with it. We also need to talk about it. That girls while menstruating are also human beings. They have the equal rights as all other men and all other people do. It's just a natural, we need to understand that it's just a natural process, okay? And it's nobody's fault, okay? There is nobody fault. We also need to, so my main concern, and I just want to conclude the topic, is that we also need to treat the menstruating women the same way as we treat all other people, okay? So we need to treat all the people equally, in spite of regardless of their religion, caste, creed, gender, or else in those menstruation times, etc. So we all need to treat everyone equally, okay, in spite of everything, okay? And I'm very sorry for the disturbances caused. And yeah, there's nothing wrong about talking about menstruation in public, even because it's just a natural process, and everyone knows. As I said in my previous video, everyone knows. Just everyone pretend that they doesn't know. We have we have the right to speak about menstruation in public, okay? And if you're not treated equally in those times, you have the right to speak up, okay? And I request all the people to treat women and the lower caste people equally, okay? And everyone have the right to go to their temples, like to their places of their own choices, to wear their own choices, to enter into the kitchens, to even do pujas, etc. Okay, it's their choice, okay? It's their right. They have the right to do so, okay? So don't restrict them in the name of culture or norms, okay? So I'm concluding with this point. Thank you so much.